Hello and welcome to the Counselor Complete OMS tutorial for creating repair forms. We're going to start by looking at a little bit of setup that you need to do within Counselor in order to prepare to create repair forms. And we'll do so by clicking on Administration in the top menu bar, then selecting Repair Locations. This will basically set the stage so that you can designate your specific information for each one of the repair locations. Now, you likely already have some common manufacturers and repair locations in your account. Counselor has preloaded them with the phone numbers for each company as well as a link to their website. You, of course, could jump in there and, of course, edit them, and that's going to be very important as far as setting up for your specific account. So let's go ahead here and just click first off here on Oticon. As you can see, the basic information is there as well. And we're going to just look through this. We have the name of the company, phone number, email address. This area you may want to modify. This is going to show where the repair or remake form that you've created in Counselor will be stored within the patient document section. So this gets a little deeper into the whole process, but basically what happens is once you've created the repair form, you do not have to scan it and upload it back into Counselor. It'll automatically be saved where you want it to be saved. So in this case, we're telling it to go into the repair forms area. We're happy to work with you on this to make sure it goes exactly where you want it to go. The most important area of this section, though, is the Accounts tab. This is where you're actually going to put your bill to and ship to account numbers for each one of your clinics. So you'd go through, put in that information, and then click Save. You'd want to do that, of course, for each manufacturer or repair location to make sure that's fully up to date. Now, if you see a repair company you work with that's not on this list, you simply enter the description up in the top here. If you wish, you can enter their phone number and website URL, but that's up to you. And then, of course, you would make sure you want to put your account numbers in there, and then once again hit Save. So this is an area that you can hopefully set up very quickly and then maintain over time. So if you happen to change account numbers with a specific manufacturer, you can very easily jump in here and make that change. Now, let's go ahead and have a look at the process for creating an actual repair form. So let's jump into a specific patient here and then have a quick look at his devices tab. Now, the device tab, of course, is going to show us the active devices and as well as inactive devices for this patient. What I'm going to do then is click on Repair Form. That's going to open a little pop-up window here where I can set some basic information. So we have the clinic, we have the contact person, which of course we can change as needed. We have the shipping or the standard or rush. The repair location, of course, let's go ahead and let's just pick Oticon in this case. You can add in some additional options here, whether you want them to call with an estimate, as well as if you want to have this completed repair form saved within the patient document section. I suspect the vast majority of the time you'll just leave this as checked. As I mentioned earlier, it saves you the effort of having to scan and re-upload the document. So then we'll go ahead and click on device 1. So we'll go ahead and choose what device needs to go for repair. So let's start with the right ear. And then you can choose, of course, the issues or designate the issues. Let's say this one's dead. You'll notice, of course, there's a section for modifications as well, and there's notes for both sections. At the bottom here, you'll notice you have the option of setting, and it will automatically select first off the repair out option, but you also could change this to remake. But what this does is enables you to set the activity status for the device at the same time you're creating your repair form. So it will help you track that device as it gets sent out to make sure it doesn't fall through the cracks. And then when it comes back in, it's easy to access this device right from the dashboard widgets and then note that the device has been received. So we're going to go ahead and say, of course, this is out for repair. Then we're going to choose device 2. Now you can move through, so if it's just one device, of course, it's all you have to do, but you can select as many different options, devices as you wish. Now, as far as the warranty, now Counselor recognized that this device was in warranty, so automatically selected in warranty. If the device is out of warranty, it would have automatically selected out of warranty, and then you can elect to choose 6-month, 12-month warranty options. Okay, so for this one, let's go ahead and say it's noisy and it fades. Okay, and then with those two devices, we're going to go ahead and click Create Repair Form. That's going to, of course, then generate the repair form that you can then print out and include with the devices. So let's go ahead and view that specific repair form. There we go. And let's zoom in a little bit here. Now, of course, this would have your clinic logo and your information, but then we can see the specific bill to and ship to account information, all the basic information for your practice, and then, of course, the details for the devices. Now, you notice I didn't make any notes. Had I, they would have shown up here as well. So this does focus on the specific information that the manufacturer repair lab will need in order to process that repair without all the extra checkboxes and extra noise. So once again, you'd go ahead and print this, include this with the repair or remake. As I mentioned, you do not have to make a copy or upload anything because Counselor has already added that form into the patient's documents section. So I'm going to go ahead and just click close there and then select documents. And then what we'll be able to see here is that within the repair or remake, I believe it was a repair or remake folder section, there we go. So it just takes a moment here to load. And within the repair remake forms, we'll be able to see specifically the document we just created, and there it is. Okay, so if you ever needed to access it later on, you certainly could view it right within Counselor. You could download it, you could reprint it, whatever you needed for documentation purposes or just, of course, for reference later on. But that's automatically added. So there we go. There's the document as well. So that's the process for creating a repair form within Counselor. One really quick thing is you'll notice that these are now set as repair out. That was all part of the process. So if you have any questions, of course, about how to set up your account numbers within Counselor to create any additional repair locations, please let us know, of course, or the specifics on how to create a repair form. But thank you very much for joining us. Please let us know if we can help in any way. Just give us a call, live chat us, email us. But thank you for joining us for the Counselor Complete OMS tutorial on creating repair forms.